Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is a very special one. I know, I look crazy. We are going to talk about two new indie brands, new to me at least. It is Kryptein Cosmetics. We're going to test out their Burnt Forest palette, and we're also going to try a new brand, Artitude Cosmetics, for the first time. And I'm testing out their lip oil. You can see all of these products on me right now, and I'll give you my final thoughts and reviews and live swatches of this palette. So if you're ready, let's begin. Okay, let's begin with the eyeshadow palette. I'm so excited for this one. Again, it's a new indie brand that has come in the market and I cannot wait to try. And this is Kryptein Cosmetics. As you can see, this is the uni carton that it comes with. And wait till you see the palette, because this is stunning. Can you see that? It is so stunning. It's a faux leather packaging, but it shifts to so many different colors when it is like on direct lighting. As you can see, I have a huge window in front of me, and look at the color story. It comes with a mirror too, and the color story is neutral, colorful, muted, all at the same time. I love the pops of blues and pinks and greens and this fiery red orange. It's beautiful. I have not swatched this palette, so we're going to do it together so that we can see what we are working with. I'm going to create two eye looks using this palette, but also before that, I also want to talk about another indie brand which is new to me, and that is Artitude Cosmetics. I got like a giveaway or something, and they sent out this lip oil my way. This is called the Hydrating Lip Oil. It's the Just Juicy one, and I could pick out my flavor, scent, and I picked out mine in the scent Perfect Pomegranate, and this non-stop I've been using this. So this I'm well aware of. I love the scent. Look at the shade. It doesn't show so much on the lips. It's like a very slight tint. Obviously I have a lipstick on right now, but there's no gloss or anything. Wait till you see. It's so nourishing. It's so nice. Obviously it transfers, so I'm just gonna clean this. But I love the doe foot applicator. I love that it is like a chubby and it picks up the product so very nicely. And I love the fact that this applicator, I don't know if you can see it or not, it reaches till the end of the bottle, so you can get the even last bit of it. It's really pretty, and I love the scent. I definitely can smell that pomegranate scent. It doesn't linger or anything, but it does nourish. It doesn't stay for a long time, but it stays for a few hours. But I keep on applying this, reapplying this all throughout the day. So I absolutely love this one too. Let's first start off with swatching, and let's see where we go. Let's do this way, like 2 shades at a time, because I feel like that makes the most sense. The first shade is called Germ, and this is like a pale skin tone creamy shade. So let me swatch that. Like, I love these kind of shades, especially for like blending out any shade, and this just helps to give that seamless look. And this is stunning, pigmented, smooth, so nothing wrong with that shade. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is called Starry Sky, and Starry Sky definitely has like a deep navy blue base, but I definitely can see yellow, green sparkles running throughout it. If you can see on my finger, it's a beautiful dimensional shimmer. So let's watch that. Oh, that's stunningly pigmented and so beautiful. So that is Starry Sky. As you can see, definitely has like those shifts, dimension, and so much of sparkle and shine. Very excited for that. Can you expect that on like a smoky eye, like a blue smoky eye? Stunning. Okay, the next shade is called Maternal. This one, it looks like such a beautiful neutral shade. It definitely has like, I can see a brown base with a ton of blue pink sparkles running throughout it. Again, this can be like a one and done shade on the eye. Very pretty. And this definitely is more of like a translucent shade, like a toppery shade, because I can definitely see like a clear base. Or maybe the base is very similar to my skin tone. Can you see it like disappearing? but when the light hits it, it's so magical. I love that one. Love that one. As like an eyelid shade or an inner corner shade, it's be stunning. Okay, the next shade is called Soil, which is like a deeper brown shade, but with like a neutral undertone. Very pigmented. So let's watch that. Oh, love this shade. There you go. No disappointments as yet, for sure, by just swatching the palette. Really pretty. The next shade is called Transition, and it is, in the true sense, the beautiful transitioning shade, like a perfect transitioning shade for me. It's like a warm tone. I cannot even say it like a warm tone. It's like a very neutral brown, but like with a hint of mustard in it. It's pretty much like my skin tone shade. So I don't even know if you can like see it or not. I hope you can. Can you see that? And that's the shade Transition. Very beautiful. Yeah, excited for that one. Let's move on to the next shade. This also looks very similar to Maternal, but more with like green sparkles running throughout it. This is Dawn, and this also looks like a brown base with green to pink shifting shade. Very similar to this one, but instead of blue, I see green. Very toppery shade too. When I say toppery, don't, oh my god, look at that green. When I say toppery, don't seem like it's like a rough shade or like a scratchy shade. It's very smooth, but super dimensional. As you can see, like those two shades are the ones that like disappear on my skin tone, but as soon as the light hits it, you definitely can see the difference. Very pretty. Did I actually swatch on top of that? I actually did swatch on top of that skin tone shade that I was talking about. That's my mistake. Let's do that skin tone shade again, the transitioning shade below it, and I'll keep in mind that I do not swatch anything on top of it. I couldn't even see my shade. Okay, let's move on to the next shade. The next shade that we have is called Moss, and Moss is basically, it's like a squishy shade, so you should definitely not go like ham on that shade. It's more like a grassy green shade with a beautiful fiery orangey pink shift. Can you see that? Very beautiful and immensely dimensional. So let's watch that. Oh, beautiful. I love it. Can you see? Oh my god, that might be my favorite shade in the palette till now. It is so pretty. It's so pretty. Love it so much. Let's move on to the next shade. I'm so excited. The next shade in the palette is called Withered Leaf, which is that deeper green shade in the palette. And this is definitely one of like the deepest green emerald greens in the palette. But it does have like that neutral undertone, so goes very beautifully with this. Look at that. Stunning. Cannot. I can see so many looks out of this palette, so many. The next shade in the palette is called Bergine, which is like that muted mossy green shade. It looks like a mid-tone green. So let's watch that. That with a deeper green would be stunning as like a all matte look, but again, you can do so much with this. So that is the shade called Bergine. 3 more shades to go. Let's dip into some blues. The next shade is called Lake, which seems like a very smooth shade. This is very similar to the texture of Moss. So I see like obviously this blue, but also shifts to a beautiful lavender. So let's watch that. Yeah, I totally can see that shift. I hope you can. Oh my god. Let's give it a double dip so that you can see. Hopefully you can. There you go. You see majority like that blue. Oh, why can you not see that purple? Let's see. Let's see if you can see this. Can you see that purple? Oh, it's such a beautiful lavendery shift. I really wish that you could see that. Okay, let's move on to the last two shades of the palette. Very excited for this one. The next shade is called Wildfire. I see like a coppery orangey shift with golden sparkles running throughout it. I also see a deep green to it too. So let's watch that. Such a beautiful shade. This is like a fall in a shade. Oh my God, you see the red aspect of it? I see orangey golden green. Oh my God, so pretty. The last shade of the palette is the matte black. This would just help to deepen out any shade, and this is called Black Hole. So when I purchased this palette, by the way, I purchased this palette. This was not sent to me in PR. I purchased this palette and they sent it out to me. When I received this palette, this black is stunning, stunning. Look at the smoothness of that swatch. When they sent out this palette, this black came separately packaged, and rest of the palette was all intact. They just had that spot for that black shade. By the way, again, this palette is magnetic, so you can move the shades here and there. If you want to customize your own shades in the palette, you can definitely do that too. So I really, really love that customizable aspect of the palette too. So let me show you all of it together. So that is the Burnt Forest palette from Kryptein Cosmetics. For being a first release from the brand, I feel like they absolutely knocked it out of the ballpark, especially with this color story. I cannot wait to create two looks. So let's begin. Definitely can do so much more. I don't even know where to start. I feel you can do like simple looks, everyday looks, but you can also go like shebang glam everywhere. Those greens are tempting me so very much. And the blues too. And this red, oh my God. Stop. Okay, we need to start somewhere, so let's start. Okay, I'm going to take this shade Germ, which is that skin tone shade of the palette, and I'm just going to go underneath the brows just to brighten that part of the eye. And then that'll just help us to just make that underneath the brows a little cleaner. Just like that. Nothing much, just applying it right there. Okay, now let's move on to the shade Transition, which is that mustardy mid-tone brown shade, and I'm gonna take that as my transition shade. It's just my perfect transitioning shade. Like, it's my skin tone but like one shade darker, and I love that. Really, really love that. I'm gonna take the same shade on my lower lash line too. That's pigmented, really beautiful. Now, on the outer corners, I'm just gonna go with like the normal matte shades, okay? I'm gonna dip into that soil shade, which is that deeper neutral brown, tapping off the excess. Let's see how deep it can go. Oh my God, look at that. That's depth. That's beautiful. So it'll definitely deepen out any eye looks that you're choosing. Oh, wow. Wow. I need to wipe my brush. Now I'm just going to dip into this transitioning shade and then just melting it with that brown. I'm just going to take it inside on like the crease area just to melt both of those together. I definitely want that depth, but I don't want like a stark brown deep shade in the crease. So I'm just gonna melt it with that deeper shade and create our crease shade. That's just beautiful. It's melting with each other without any issue whatsoever. That just blended in like 2 seconds. Okay, whatever. And I'm gonna take that same shade on the lower lash line too. That as an all matte look. Look at that, how stunning that is. That's beautiful. Let's dip into that Starry Sky shade. It's a deeper blue. I'm gonna take that right there. It's a blue, but oh my God, look at that. It's a blue, but because of that green shimmers running throughout it with silver particles, it is just so stunning. That all across the eye. Can you imagine? That's stunning, you guys. So pretty. I'm gonna just take the same brush with nothing additional and just blending the edges, just so that there's no stark edges for that shimmer flowing into that matte. Let's dip into that shade, Matinal. I have to. Me in an everyday scenario, I'll just skip this for my office look, I'm saying. I'll just skip that and put this all across the eyelid with that mustardy yellow brown shade and that deeper brown, and that will be my dream. Oh, look at that. That's so stunning. That's so stunning. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. I'm just overlapping on top of that just a little bit, just so that there's a seamless blend going on. That is stunning. That is just stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, I don't know what to say. How easy was that? Wow. Okay, before we finish off the eyes with some liner and mascara, let's finish off the other eyes because it's that simple. I'm gonna dip into this shade, Burgeen, which is that green, mossy green shade. And we're gonna take that as the inner crease shade. How stunning is that green? Look at that. It's muted, but colorful. You know how much I love those like dingy greens, but muted at the same time. That is stunning. That is stunning. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna dip into this shade, Withered Leaf, which is that green shade, the deeper green in the palette. And I'm gonna take that in the outer corners. Look at that. Look at the pigment. Wow. Wow. I love these mattes. I love when a matte sticks to the eye. It's buildable, it's blendable, and it's pigmented at the same time. I love that. I just love that. Oh my God. How many seconds did it take? That's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna take this green again, Withered Leaf, on the lower lash line, just like that. I'm gonna take this shade, which is Wildlife, the coppery, reddy orange shade. And I'm gonna take that on the lower lash line too. I'm just gonna focus it right there. Oh, that's so stunning. You cannot see it for sure. It's so pretty, you guys. Oh my God, that's so pretty, so pretty. What do I do? What can I do? Okay, let's start off with this moss shade because I have to. Did you even realize I didn't even put any glitter glue or anything? And it stuck to my eyelids like a freaking dream. Look at that. Are you serious right now? That is so pretty. Oh my God, I want this all over my eyelid. That's my favorite shade. That's so stunning. That's so stunning. Okay, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna take that same brush that we used that outer corner shade with no additional product, just tapping over the edges, just so that we have the seamless blend. Can you see my excitement? I cannot believe that this is their first release. Now, let's move on to this shade, which is a Dawn. And we're gonna take Dawn in the inner corner and then melt it down with that pinky fiery shade that we just used. What was that shade called? Moss. This Dawn by itself would also be absolutely stunning. Oh my God. That is just beautiful and gorgeous. I don't even know what to do. Okay, what did we not use? Let's take this black hole shade because it's a black and it was a stunning black. I'm gonna just place that right there, right at the edge. And look at that. It's a beautiful black. Oh my God, is that stunning or what? That's just beautiful. I'm gonna take that same black on this side too, just to deepen out the edge. Just a tad bit. I love it, if you cannot say. The only shade that we did not use is that blue. So I'm going to just take that blue because why not use it? I'm going to use that in the inner corner. Like, it's such a pigmented shade and so fiery and fun. Okay, I'm going to just take that off-white shade. What's that called? Germ. Just dip on the edges of the eye look and just clean it out on both the eye looks. I'm gonna finish off this eye with some liner and mascara, and I'll get right back for my final thoughts. And that's my first eye look. I love how blue, how everyday, how simple it was. Obviously, you don't need that pop of blue in the inner corners, but without that, it was like blue, but everyday, but simple at the same time. Now, let me give you a look at the second eye look. Again, I absolutely love how this look also turned out. You can definitely go less fiery without that pink shade and just keeping it like green and monochromatic, but I love that addition of the pink. I love pairing greens and pinks together. I love how beautiful it is. I love greens and blues also together, and I love pinks and blues also together. So I feel like this is a very cohesive palette, and I have used all the shades of this palette in these two eye looks, and I cannot wait to play with this even more. I want like a blue smoky eye created with this. I want to showcase this like blue to a lavender shifting shade as like my main eye look, and I also want this fiery red on my eyes too. I cannot wait for all of this to happen. I literally cannot, and I also cannot wait to customize this palette to make it my own. I really loved what Kryptein Cosmetics has done with the packaging, as well as the color story inside, as well as the formula. I am absolutely delighted with this launch. I cannot wait to see what they have coming in the future. They also had like a single shadow, which was a purple multichrome. You know how I feel about purple things. You know how much I feel for purple things, and that was like, yeah, I had to like stop my living being to stop and control myself not to buy this, because I just wanted to get like the palette who was like the star of the show, and it was their first launch. I definitely wanted to support them, and I'm not disappointed one bit. I definitely can say this. I definitely give it a 2 thumbs up from my side. If you were eyeing this palette, I'll link all the details in the description box below for you guys. I do not have like any code or anything, but I'm so happy. I cannot wait to see what they have coming in the future. I really hope that they have something in the fall season and I can get into their PR, because I love this brand. I really love. I love how it's swatched. I really do. I really hope that you guys enjoyed both the eye looks that I created for you guys. Out of the eye looks that I created, which was your favorite? Do you like blues on me or do you like greens on me? I'm getting more into greens. Can you see that? Can you see that? Like, I was never into blues too, but I could make this more wearable as compared to this. But I'm getting more into both of it. Like, I really love it now. But that's all for today, guys. If you like this video, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.